He should be here in a minute. Your dad should be here in a minute. Smoke?
No, thanks. No, I do have vices. That's not one of them. It's going to be a surprise seeing me.
Yes. Yes, I'm sure it will be. It must be quite a time.
Oh, seems like years. I'm sorry I didn't let you know. It was all a mad rush.
Well, why didn't you phone?
Well, I intended to, but... well, there wasn't a Howard listed in Coronation Street, and it wasn't until afterwards I realised that it would be your name, your maiden name.
Not quite my maiden name, Chuck. Another cup of tea while you're waiting.
Yes, thanks. You must have wondered about me, did you?
Well, no, I only know what your dad told me about
Oh, I suppose he went through the old photo lot, did he? I don't know why he doesn't chuck some of the way they can be a bit embarrassing, Dads.
Yes, they do, don't they? Sugar?
Yes, thanks. One and a bit. You don't mind me just turning up? I mean, it's not inconvenient in any way, is it?
No, no. Better late than never, as they say.
Can't wait to see Dad's face.
No, neither can I.
You'll get me shot, you know. My loyal and dutiful wife waiting at home for me, wondering where I am.
Oh, we get used to it. We get lots of practice.
Hey, you can tell her I trusted your arm. Same for you, Val.
Please, well, at least you've got somebody waiting for you. All I've got's Uncle Albert and a couple of kids.
All on your own. That's the first sign, you know. Why don't you come and join us?
Oh, no, thanks, Billy. I'm waiting for a couple of mates.
Oh, limbering up for a night out with the lads, eh? I understand.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
See him looking at me?
Who?
That Langton fella.
Look, stop worrying. They're not all like him.
Ah, well, the fat one behind the bar's all right. And them two mechanics. And that old one that got you, the doctor.
There's that little lass from here, Lucille. Teaching the kids to read. Hans Anderstone or something. I said, no, miss, them kids hear enough yarns from us. You teach them to read, motor tax forms. And learn them decimal currency. You're gonna need that.
Well, Stan's a bit more like us. His wife moves with the wind, though. I told her fortune. She gave me a pair of his comms. They'd be all right as lobster nets, but nobody'd wear them.
Ooh, you don't have to go on, Stan.
Well, what do you expect? Not alive from those John L's yet.
I don't know what's wrong with you. Nobody wears them anymore. They're not virile. I mean, look at Ray. You wouldn't wear them, would you, Chuck?
What?
Long winter comms.
Oh, no, only when I'm trying to keep the women off me, you know. A pair of them tucked in your long Chelsea boots turns them right off.
Oh, I never thought of that.
And you've given my lost pair away, haven't you?
Hi, all set.
Fred and Ron will be coming in a bit. We'll pick up the others at the tent. They're having a game of snooker.
Look, Eddie,
Cut the chatter, let's do some drinking, eh?
not the heavy stuff, eh?
You know the lads, they only put the boot in if somebody hurts their feelings.
Look, I just want the stuff them jippos nicked, and I want them away from here.
I'll tell the lads to sing hymn number 45.
You had me trying to talk you into something sexy.
I'll give over, will you?
I haven't forgotten Cut Price Clara in Inkerman Street, you know.
When I walked through that door, I thought that's what's so nice about a pub. It's just like home.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Could have swore I heard the familiar high-pitched drone of my mum going on at me dad.
I'll have less of your sarcasm, thank you very much. I don't have to put up with that from my own family.
Yeah, I've been doing for years, Mum. Why change now?
Listen, you'll laugh the other side of your face shortly. There's a big change in store for me. A glamorous opening. It's in my fate.
Oh, you've been listening to one of them gypsy con men again, haven't you?
Oh, go on, scoff. But I know a clairvoyant when I see one.
Oh, shut up, Mum, and nudge me dad. He's forgot to buy us a drink.
Hey.
Haven't you, Dad?
I had to sup up and get going if I were you. I think there's trouble brewing.
Yeah, we've gathered that, miss.
No,
Them
the
two.
queer fella over there. He says I pinched his lead.
Yeah, he's still saying it. The ugly mug with him's Eddie Pritchard, and he's a real hard case, so don't say I never warned you.
Right, thank you, missus. We don't want no trouble.
Hey, looks as if they're going.
Not before time. Well, I've done everything in my power to show them they're not wanted. What more can I do?
Well, Lucille just had a word with them.
Yes, well, perhaps she can get through to them. She's obviously on their side. Personally, I'd prefer it if she'd ignore them completely.
Well, these youngsters can get through to them. Oh, they give either willies.
Of course, she's not old enough to know these people like we do.
Have you put forward your complaint?
Oh, that's the one consolation, dear. The police were most sympathetic, and I'm quite certain they're going to take some action.
You leaving already? We'll see you.
Just leave it, eh?
Leave what?
Oh, you know very well what.
You know, it's marvellous, isn't it? Here we are wondering what tonight holds. Is it a disco? Is it the flicks?
Oh, I'd make it a disco if I were you, seeing you brought your dancing burr along. Oh, go on, big fella. Take a swipe at me. That'd make you feel really great, wouldn't it? What's the matter with you, Ray? Are you sick?
Lucy,
I'll forget it, mate. Put a jar down you, then we'll go and sort them out. She might put them wise. We don't want to lose the element of surprise, do we?
It's a nice little house.
Oh, it does.
Seem nice people round here, too.
Well, like any other people love the nice when it suits them.
I'm home. What's for tea? I said, what's for tea?
A fatted calf, I should think.
Mark, what the devil are you doing?
Oh, Dad. Surprise.
Yes, I am a bit. Gather you two have met.
Yes, we've met at last.
How long have you been here?
I've just arrived.
Oh, you're going to stay for a while? There'll be some tea shortly. Is that all right?
That's if you're not too fussy. If I'd known you were coming, I'd have baked a cake.
Oh, come on, you haven't baked a cake for years.
Why don't you take Mark down to the Rovers and bring a couple of bottles back?
Well, if that's all right.
Sure, if you're not too long.
Yes, well, come on.
Well, Elsie could always put on a good front. And I suppose that's what you need.
Well, you could do it.
Never in a million years. Selling things, I wouldn't know where to start.
Well, ask Elsie, she knows how. She's the area supervisor.
You could do it, though.
I wonder if she's interested in part-time.
Well, Emma, what do you think?
I don't know, I might try it.
Well, it could be it, like that gypsy said, a glamorous opening.
Oh, aye, but that was for you, not me.
Well, that's what I mean. It could be me glamorous opening. I mean, flogging makeup must be glamorous, mustn't it?
You, Mum, you mean you? Shut up, Val. Yes, I can see it, Mum, honest.
Well, I mean, it has turned up like he said, hasn't it?
Yes, I think it was on the ball there, the gypsy. Why don't you go and see Elsie now? I mean, me and Val will leave the field clear. We'll leave out the race, won't we, Val?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, I'll just slip round and do myself up a bit, Yeah.
I know, I'm a little devil.
You are a little devil. Listen, I must go. Well, let us know how she gets on.
Right.
Right, see you, Val.
Darling, Billy, a minute.
Oh, just as I thought I had you all to myself. Never mind, I'm going now. Sit down.
See you, love. Yeah, what?
Seen them lot over there?
Yeah, what about them?
Well, you know what they're up to, don't you?
Oh, why should I?
They're only going to beat the gypsies up, that's all.
Oh, come off it, love. You've been watching too many
Ray
westerns.
as good as told me.
What am I supposed to do about it?
We'll try and stop them.
Darling, there's 4 of them.
You're scared, aren't you?
Too damn true I am, yes. Oh, don't worry about your gyppo friends. They're quite capable of looking after themselves. They've had plenty of practice.
That is not the point.
Well, it is as far as I'm concerned.
But it shouldn't be happening. Nobody should be going to beat them up.
Lucille, will you please keep your voice down? Now, while I'm the landlady
Yes,
here...
while you are the landlady here, Auntie Annie, it's gypsies go home, isn't it? But you let a bunch of thugs and yobbos come and drink what they like in here.
Oh, thank you not to talk to me like that.
I'll say what I want.
Hey, shut up, you. I said take your kicks down and smack your backside. You're not too big, you know.
And I'll do what I want. And if nobody else has got the guts to do something, well, I'm going to.
And just where are you going?
Where'd you think?
Billy, go after her. Make her see sense.
Sense? There doesn't seem to be much of that about tonight. Oh,
Billy?
God.
Can I help you, love?
Yes, I'd like 6 light ales to take out, please.
Sure.
I'd like a drink now.
Half a bitter, please.
And 2 halves a bitter, please.
Right. Lovely.
What was all that about?
Oh, it's Lucille going off in a bit of a tiz, you know. You've always got trouble when there's kids about.
By the way, you haven't met Mark, have you?
No, but, oh...
My son?
I say, I'm very pleased to meet you, lovey. By word, you're handsome like your dad, aren't you? Oh, don't let me embarrass you, love. That's, let's see, 14 and 4.
Thank you.
Tom?
Cheers, cheers. Well, come on, fill me in. You've arrived a bit out of the blue, you know.
Oh, it is all right, is it? I mean, I know I should have let you know.
Yes, of course it's all right. I'm as pleased as Punch to see you.
Have you got the forms, love?
Yes, I'm
Ta.
Thank you.
That's it. Fancy you just dropping in like that, eh? You must have just about dropped cock-legged. To be quite frank, kid, I'd be much happier if you came back tomorrow. That's if you're really interested. I'm a bit busy right now.
Well, I'm not sure that I am interested. I'm just fed up in the shop. And, well, it's a way of getting out and about, isn't it?
It's a way of getting varicose veins, fallen arches and thick ankles and having doors slammed in your face.
Mum thinks it's a dead glamorous job.
Believe me, kid, it's...
Elsie, can you spell... What are you doing here? Thought you said you'd leave the field clear.
What field, Hilda?
Oh, well, our Emma was expressing an interest in the, well, you being a putter-on for the cosmetic trade.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't talk about that now. Interviews are strictly confidential.
Oh, well, I best wait outside then, eh? Wait me to... Well, so I'll be next for me interview, like.
What interview? Look, Hilda, I'm not interviewing. I'm trying to get a meal ready.
Oh, well, all right. I'll come back tomorrow then.
You don't, but she's not... You're really applying to be a charm girl?
Well, yeah.
Hilda, we need people with poise, personality, and powers of persuasion. Do you qualify?
Well, I don't like to sound boastful.
Because if you do, you have to walk, what is it, an average of 20 miles a day. And then when you've had the medical...
Medical?
And you can provide the proper professional references, well, the best I can offer you is the Lonsdale estate.
Oh, why, they're common as muck round
Well, it's
there.
a bit rough, I know, but the company do provide insurance against personal attack and having your stuff nicked.
You trying to put me off?
Yes, Hilda, I'm trying to put you on. I've got other things on my mind to worry about right now, so,
Well, thank you very much.
Come on, Mum. You know what? You'd
What?
be happier being air hostess, you know.
And then we'll have a pie.
Hey, John! John! Quick! Reuben! Reuben!
Come on, Charlie.
Hey, Reuben! Yeah! Reuben! Trouble!
Betty, could you have 2 more, sir, please?
yes, love. That's him over there.
Well, it sounds all right. I don't know much about these grades you talk about, but it seems all right to me.
2 reasonable passes and a scrape through.
Now, don't be too modest. We could do with some brains in our family for a change. What's left of our family?
You didn't have to, you know. Cut yourself off so completely, Dad. There was no reason.
There were a million reasons, Mark.
I never wanted you to disappear. In some ways, I don't think Mum did either. Well, I know I don't really understand.
It was complicated. It was very complicated. Just hope I didn't let you down too badly, that's all.
No, I suppose it was very difficult.
How do you do?
Oh, this is Mrs. Sharples.
Pleased to meet you.
Will you be around?
Well,
We haven't quite decided yet, Mrs. Sharples.
Oh, well, any road, we've met.
Yes.
Look, Mark, I did what I thought was right. I'm not infallible.
You know, I used to think you were when I was a kid.
Yes, well, now you heaven help us, you're 18. You're a man now. You make your own decisions. You judge for yourself.
I'm not judging anybody, Dad.
Thanks. You know, I don't think any of us know quite enough to be judges. Well, come on, tell me what's going on down at this college of yours. What are you studying?
Oh, yeah, textile technology. It's either that or civil engineering.
Oh, is this your son, then?
Yes, it is.
I'm Mr. Ogden, Stan.
Pleased to meet you.
This is me, Mrs. Hilda.
Nice to make your acquaintance.
You have a with us, then?
Well, perhaps a little later, Stan.
Sure.
Pleased to meet you.
Hello, well. Come on out, kids.
Yes, textile technology or civil engineering. I had a choice of 2 places at the last minute, and I chose textile technology because, well, because you were here.
Well, look, if you're not very keen on textile technology, that could be a mistake. I don't want you to...
No, that's me, really. No, part theory, part practical.
Prospects? I mean, is there a demand for
Oh, yeah, there's money in it. Now, for a start, people are always going to be wearing clothes.
Yes, you'll probably make a fortune. I understand we're on our way to a new ice age.
Yeah. Well, how's it going, Dad? You're going to start up again, are you?
Look, Mark, I'll be honest. I'm right back at square one. I'm just where you are. Except I haven't got A levels and I need a little more time. You need qualifications and I need capital. How long is this course going to take?
3 years.
Perhaps I can help you in 3 years.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I better get back.
Nobody doing very well.
Oh, God help us!
It was already started, but there was a vacancy and I jumped at it. Mum wanted me to go to Birmingham, but, well, maybe I shouldn't keep talking about Mum.
It's all right, love. I knew he'd been married before, you know. Well, let's get cleared away, shall we?
Oh, can I help?
Oh, that's very nice of you, but it's all right.
Come on, you wash and I'll dry.
Your old team back in business, eh, Dad? Thank you very much. That was very nice.
Oh, I must do you the chef's speciality one of these days.
What's the food like where you are, by the way? Where are you staying? Down at the hall?
Well, no.
Diggs?
Well, I wondered... I would like to stay with you and Dad if I could. I came here because of Dad.
Because of Dad, of course you did.
Look, Mark, you've arrived a bit out of the blue, love. There is a room upstairs, but it's not ready.
Yes, it's all right. I should have thought.
Alan, it's all right. We can get that room ready just for tonight. It's all right, love. You can stay.
Well, I was just thinking about you, Elsie. It's your house.
I should like to, really.
Well, go get your bags, then.
Oh, right. They're down at the tech. I'll get a bus. One moment, and thanks.
Go on. Say what you've got to say.
Sorry, love. I was just looking at Mrs. Walker. No, about Alan turning up with his son. I didn't know he had a kid.
Oh, I've been racking my brains, but I can't recollect Elsie having mentioned out.
No, nor him.
Still, I suppose it stands to reason if you look at it in a certain light.
You mean...
Maybe he's more of a surprise to her than he is to you and me.
All I'm saying, Mrs. Walker, is that if there's any trouble, you can't exactly do an excuse me.
I don't see how
Well,
you...
it was you what complained.
Yes, but you put your name on it as well, don't you? So where do you stand?
Look, there'll
in
be
it?
no trouble. These jippos are peaceable.
Oh, now you can't say. It's like these here demonstrations.
Oh, nonsense, Hilda. Billy'll see that she's all right, then they'll go, and everything will be the same as it was before, thank goodness.
Mrs. Walker, I bring good tidings. Give us something to wet me throat, and I'll tell you.
Mr. Deacon, I do not barter beer for idle gossip.
Idle gossip? Well, it is not gossip, but the gospel truth. And great goes on it is and all. You didn't I get it straight from the horse's mouth?
I'm not the least bit interested in horses, either.
Well, aren't you a frustrating old so-and-so? Here's me come hot foot from the battleground to tell you all about it, and you don't even admit you want to know.
I don't want to know.
What? After I've come all this way to tell you? Sure, it's at least worth a pint.
You've had enough.
Oh, never enough, Mrs. Sharples. Plenty, maybe, but never enough.
Look, will you say what you've got to?
Now, what is it, trouble or something?
Trouble? That's not the word for it. You want to see it. Them gypsies, all the fighting and groaning, and police cars all around.
Eh?
Yeah.
If you're ready to go, don't hang about. Get on your way. You and all, join your family and get a move on.
Me? Me? I'm not... I live round here. Rovers Return, Coronation Street.
Then you've no business to be here at all.
Why shouldn't I stay here? And why shouldn't they stay here and all?
Because they're trespassing.
Look, it's a bomb site.
That's as may be. It belongs to the council.
And what are they doing about it? Now.
Look, don't answer back at me. Council says they go, they go.
But they're not harming nobody.
There've been complaints from the public. Now, get a move on.
Who by? I've not complained.
Well, you ought to know. You said you live at the Rovers.
What's that got to do with it?
The main complaint was made by the licensee of the Rovers Return Public House and supported by other ratepayers. This lot don't pay rates, so there are no rights here. Now get a move on and drop that brick.
Yeah. I'll drop it.
Why didn't you tell me? You could have told me, you know.
I couldn't.
Why? Am I so difficult to talk to?
No, it's not that, love.
Well, what then?
Well, you put things off.
Yes, oh yes, you're very good at putting things off, aren't you? You're an expert at that. Putting things off until they hit me in the face, that's you.
Are you going to shut up and let me tell you?
Go on, I'm waiting.
Well, I put things off.
You've said that before.
Look, I meant to tell you. The very next day. And then the next day and the next day, and finally I found myself deciding to tell you when the time was right.
Like now the whole street knows. I can just see them putting two and two together. Elsie Tanner doesn't know, they'll
All
say.
right, so you're worried about the neighbours?
I don't give a damn about the neighbours, and I never have done. All I care about is knowing about things about me before they hit me, that's all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right, love.
It's just, there's been another fight with them gypsies.
Yes, and there's been another one here, Chuck.
Oh, well, maybe later.
Oh, by the way, that gypsy was right. Remember what she said? I have got 3 kids.
Look, you know why I put it off, or you should know. I wanted to marry you. I thought it was touch and go. I felt any minute you were going to turn me down. I thought if you knew about Mark, it might just tilt the scales against me. I didn't want to take the chance.
It wouldn't have made any difference if I'd known.
Yes, it would. It would have made a difference.
Why? I've never been the perfect mother. Our Dennis was no golden boy, you know.
Look, you don't understand, do you? Look, when my family broke up with a divorce, my wife got custody of Mark. I know what it's like. I've seen kids torn between two parents who can't stand the sight of each other. They have their mother for 6 days of the week and their father on Saturdays. So you try to make every Saturday a Christmas day. You try to make up for the loss of contact and the guilty feelings by being too generous. I didn't want to know about that. I knew Mark. He could stand on his own 2 feet. I knew that already. So I just cleared the hell out of there. And eventually I turned up here.
You can't just cut out of things like that, you know.
I asked you to live with me.
And I wouldn't.
That's the way I wanted it. I wanted you just to look at me, just me, and decide, yes or no. A clear-cut decision without complications. So I decided not to tell you.
I see.
Do you? It's funny what people do, isn't it? Try to make it simple and it came back all complications. I came back and asked you to marry me. And then I was committed. From that point on, there was no backtracking. I still wasn't sure about you. Not until we were married. And then I suddenly discovered it was going to be 100 times worse to tell you then.
Why didn't you ask me to marry you in the first place?
Well, mistakes breed mistakes.
Yes. There's no more. Is there, Alan? No more secrets, no more mistakes.
No, they're all caught up on me now.
Well, your son seems to have done. I think you better stay, don't you?
You like him, you know.
Well, if he's anything like you, how could I help it?
That didn't take long. Got a bus right away.
I'll go and get the spare room ready.
I hope I wasn't too much of a surprise to her.
It was you that conned me into it.
Conned you?
600 quid I'm paying back to Dave Smith. I'm doing the work of 2 people, but getting less than half the profits. I call that getting conned.
Well, your dad was only doing his best.
Oh, aye. Betty, have you had any news from Maggie to say when she's coming back or not?
No, I've no idea. Look, she never mentioned it.
No, she won't neither while Muggins is doing all the work.
I told you I just wanted them shifted, you and your flaming axes.
What you worry about? They got shifted, we didn't get nicked.
Ray, where's Lucille?
I don't know.
I thought you were over there.
Too flaming true I was over there.
Billy, thank goodness you're back. Where's Lucille?
Didn't he tell you?
No, he didn't. Where is she? Is she safe?
Oh, she's safe, all right.
Oh, thank God for that.
Safe and sound, tucked up for the night in the cop shop. The police have got her.